part 6, the extractor and the bolt and some related parts. I'll try to get the gun feed smooth and easy. Welcome to the show again. Today we are going to speak about the extractor and the related parts. I haven't put in the extractor yet, but I did something before I start fooling with the 2-piece firing pin, so I don't bother put it in just to show this. There is only the bolt and the ejector inside here, no trigger, spring or hammer. I like to feel the restriction in the parts I'm going to modify. The purpose of the ejector is of course to, in conjunction with the extractor, to spin the case out of my gun. I don't know if you can zoom here. This one, when the bolt comes like this one put a spring force to the right to my case, so it kind of spring loads it a little bit. Then it comes a 90-degree angle up. It actually looks a little bit like this, and here comes the bolt. So the rim of the case get a little tension, come here in conjunction with the extractor, throw it out. I have stoned this, it rides in this slot, so it has two purposes: help me get my shell out of the gun and to guide the bolt so it's not spinning. This of course also guides the bolt because it rides in a slot, dual purpose, and it has to stay in place, then it needs a slot, who knows. The first thing I noticed a year ago when I started this project was it was really hard to close the gun approximately from here. I really had to show my muscles to get it over it violently, like clank chamber. The top of the extractor hit the roof in this groove, the groove for this one. I had to file the top of it, and I filed a little bit on the ejector itself, extractor itself, and it kind of smoothed it out. I can see right now that it's hitting a little bit down here, and so it probably twisted a little bit, but not as much that it bothers me. What happens on the different internet sites? It tells you to bend the extractor outwards. It will smoothen out the gun. I understand that, even if I'm not that smart. But my main question, if you tell me something, I say, why? Why? What happens? So I had this case and I marked it here with an arrow. The arrow comes straight through so I can see it in the loading gate. The extractor, the case is riding in front of the extractor, almost chamber, it snaps over the rim. When it is over the rim and I try to cycle the gun back and forth, what I could find out, the purpose of this mark, the arrow, is to find out in relation to the arrow where is my rubbing. It's in the front here, only tells me that it's cocked. Here it rubs a lot. That tells me that on the way into the chamber the case is cocked like this. And that's the rubbing I can feel. And that is because the extractor is pushing it to the left side. That's why we bend it. And the rubbing marks comes from the entrance into the chamber. If I bend it, the extractor, it may be okay. But I'm not taking the easy route. Actually, to do this the right way, I have to pull the barrel. Then I can reach my groove, I can put the barrel in my lathe, and I can sand it a little bit up the entrance of the chamber, and voila, I'm finished. I may do that. Not right now. Let's see. Another thing that bothers me, but I'm just going to tell you one time, and that is no. I don't know, you can't see my chamber. I can put some light in it. It looks like a madman has been inside here. There is grooves in it. A lot of the swarf haven't been able to come off, out maybe, and it has spinned around with the chamber reamer. So actually when I have full power loads and I like that, it extracts okay. So the grooves are not that deep. But I can see the imprint in the case from the grooves. Oh, that's not a good thing, but that is what I have to work with. I will make myself a new barrel once upon a time just to see can I have this gun to shoot very well. But actually, with a size 6-24 scope on it, it shoots like half MOA, one MOA at 100 yards, 100 meters. It shoots like hell. Excuse me for the language again. Okay. I don't know, a year ago, as I talked about, I stoned this piece a little bit. It is actually some spring steel, approximately this long. It's bent over itself, and then it is silver soldered to hold it in place. Here I can see some silver soldering. I don't know if there is steel underneath. I don't know if it came like this from the factory, or I stoned it and exposed this. I don't know, I don't remember. I'm like a goldfish, you know. One time around the bowl and I forgot everything, so. But this one, if I draw it your way, comes like this. It's approximately a 90-degree angle on my gun. And it's a little bevel or fillet, what you call it, here. Like this, if I enlight it a little bit. And the rim of my case rides a little bit on that fillet. I can see that. This is almost hitting the base of the case here. So, and that is only on the lower portion of the extractor. I will try to file it, stone it, whatever, but I shut off the camera so I won't bother you to death. So this is everything for now before I go in with my stones and files and you know. Okay, see it. Back again. It's darker, means it's night, or 9-10 o'clock in the night. I get visitors, we have to talk. You need friends, I need friends, you need friends. It's very nice. So this interruption I can live with. So half an hour ago, maybe 15 minutes, I started with this thing again. I told you that the extractor may be bent over and silver soldered. My friend came in the door and says, wow, it may be cast like that, and then copper plated and chrome plated, and I thought, yeah, maybe that, or it has been heated and bent and hammered and you know, chrome plated. But when I started to file on it, I found out I think it's bent over, silver soldered and plated. I don't know, because when I file here I can see no copper. Copper is, silver solder is kind of soft. Will over time, will things start to happen there? Time will show. I told you a couple of sequences ago that I did not have any trigger stones when it comes to my triggers, and that's true. I have ordinary stones, files, papers, etc. My triggers has always come out nice. And then I thought, okay, it's the time to go from the Stone Age to the modern world. What to do then? I buy myself stones. And I made a phone call to Brownells and I bought medium fine Norton stone, extra fine man-made ceramic stone, dedicated triggers, square, triangular, round in man-made. I couldn't make up my mind, so this is the Norton stones, round, square, triangular, and diamond, wedges, and then I know if I'm going to remove material fast. Okay, easy lap, coarse, medium, fine, and well, I'm at it. Wolf spring for Marlin, and Brownell springs for Marlin, and some other thing I can't speak about. Okay, I did as follows. I dyed my case, set it aside. I took my extractor, the stone, I will show you on this stone, dragged it here to get a 90 degree. Then I did a little bit like this to round it, because the case comes up and it rolls in my case into the gun. I haven't tried, I don't know what it will do now. I did a little like this to bevel it, to help guide the rim and the case in with a medium, fine and man-made. That's what I've done up to now, and I can see a lot of copper or silver solder here. Okay, we will, and I use 15 magnifier and 4 magnifier to highlight things. And now I will dye it a little bit, set it aside. Hello, Angel. You went to bed? It's late in the night. Can you give me a kiss?
No.
No! Okay.
Pappa.
Ja.
Jeg vil gå og legge meg.
Du vil legge deg, det er veldig bra. 1 minutt så skal vi gå opp. Skal vi søke godnattsang? Puss tennene og lese?
Kan jeg være med? Kan jeg hjelpe deg?
Du kan hjelpe deg.
Jeg vil hjelpe deg med ting.
Du kan hjelpe meg med ting. Du kan hjelpe meg her med det greiene.
Jeg kan sjekke med disse 2 tingene.
Ja, og så sitter du, så skal pappa ta et par triks her. Og så vil jeg snakke engelsk, så hvis du ikke forstår, så trenger du ikke å tenke så mye på det. And it's not my younger brother. You can see that I'm darker in the hair. I had a little haircut. I don't know if I went from ugly to nicer, but one thing I know for sure, beauty is only skin deep. Okay, we have to take this apart again, and with my kid, 5 years old lady.
Sier du jeg skal bruke dem av?
Ja, jeg skal se. Se på denne. Okay, oh, it sticks a little out. I have to kind of break it off.
Gikk du på?
Oh, fish stick. Okay, and my extractor goes over here. Guide it into the groove or the slot. That's not easy. Violence again. Good thing. Snap in place. We'll try to mount it into the gun again. Jeg trenger denne lille vennen. Skal vi sette skruven i. Ok, og så skruven, setter du skruven inn der. Du flink. Kjempejente.
Jeg kan skru.
Ja, jeg skal bare få ned. Skru i vei. Sett den ned der.
Jeg vet av. Og det er sånn handicap. Den skal jeg.
Mana. This is gonna take a lot of time, so go and watch the TV or something. Once you wait that, we can look at sputter. Butter.
We're waiting for it to melt.
No.
Now.
Ok, det her er ferdig. Sånn. Skal pappa skru rett inn. Du er veldig flink jente. Pappa er stolt av det. Sånn. Der. And now comes the moment of truth. I haven't beveled anything in here. We can close the gun. We can put this. We can put it in here, or we can actually, so we can see. It's easy to put it in here and have it to cycle without a spring. Oh, you have to put your greasy fingers someplace else. Okay, and the arrow is pointing outward. It has to sit down here, the arrow is someplace else. But let's see what happens. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. It goes so smooth. It goes so smooth, it's unbelievable smooth. We hit the spot without even doing anything about the entrance. I'm a lucky man, there's no rubbing. And this is no film trick. There is no rubbing.
It's a film trick, I made it.
And it goes like
Magic.
A little hard when the extractor snaps over.
Papa.
Try to work around that, but rubbing, you know, it's gone. It was high spot on the ejector, and let me see if the case is spinning while it is chambered. Oh no, I lock it. That's for sure. Like this. I can't see. You have to see if it spins or if it comes smooth. It goes like butter. A little click. Don't like that little click when it goes over. It bothers me. But no rubbing. But I will bevel the entrance to the chamber. And that's bye for now, because this little lady
Wants to go to bed.
Wants to go to bed, and then we have to go to bed. 2 kids sleeping. Me, I'm going to sleep. But I thought of something, so I had to get up of the bed and down here again. It's not easy to be tired. It's not easy to try to speak English or Norwegian when you have a mouthful of this one, tobacco type of thing in your mouth. Bad habit. There is one good thing about it. I can use the empty boxes for spare parts, but you have to write spare parts, otherwise my old lady is throwing it to the garbage, or myself. I did 20 times. I cycle it, not only back and forth with the extractor over, but the whole cyclist. And it showed up a little rubbing, but that is not much. This is it was this big before, so there is almost no restriction. Only I don't fool with it more today. I have to sleep, but we can try to. And actually, I told you. This piece silver soldered. Okay, silver solder. Haven't I been silver soldering sometimes? Yes, I have. Silver solder for me looks like silver, like a silver ring. Why? How come is it then silver solder? I'm not that good in English or American, but I have also braced, and this is probably braced or something else. You know my mail. Give me feedback. I need to know these things, even it's not important. I need. We will cycle the thing and close the gun. Put it with the arrow like this. In you go. Comes out. Oh, the arrow almost in place. It guides it up under the extractor. Rides very smooth, very smooth, very smooth. Okay. Comes to this point. This plunger has to get the bite. This one has to be pressed up. That one has to snap over approximately the same time. Clink. If I can smooth out that one, bend the spring when I've done everything. I don't like it feeling. I like smooth. Everything for today. Why did I start with a video like this? Why not a suit and a tie and tell you what I've done and see how smooth it is, and you get the impression that I'm a wise guy. I'm actually a simple-minded guy, and I have done all this because it was a holiday and I was bored. It was snowing, freezing cold outside, my son was bored, so we did it. And another reason is, if I hadn't tried to make a movie out of it, I would never have done it. I have more guns than you can ever dream about, and my wife has guns, my daughter has. I have guns. If I'm going to shoot one each day, I will shoot for a month. So it's just to get it finished. That's the only purpose with it. Another thing, I couldn't find anything on the internet about this. Someone that was foolish enough to say, hey, I haven't done this, let's see what happens and take the trip along with me or something like that. But no, I park you in the safe, undress until like when I was born, go to bed, have a nice rest, bye bye. Have you seen somebody playing cards, do gunsmithing at the same time? They are impressed, my friends. I talked about clicking when the extractor snaps over the rim, the plunger takes a grip. This one haven't come to the point where it can be pressed up. I did remove the block, the plunger. Without the case, with the plunger in, it's fairly okay because I polished it inside here a year ago. But what we can see and feel is, comes here, the case is not spinning while it's go under the extractor, it goes pushed straight up, so the extractor trick was okay. When I come here, it will snap over the rim, and it takes some force to do that, to chamber it or to have the extractor snap over the rim. Here the extractor look like, doesn't look like this, look like this. This leading edge is very sharp. I did not round that because I have to test. But what I did when I removed the fillet or bevel edge here, that helped me feed it, helped me not push as much force on the case, so it's not that much angled when it enters the chamber. Rubbing is gone almost. So that's what I'm going to do. Kicks the case out real well. When I round it, will it kick it out this good? It actually improved the ejection of the case when I made a 90-degree here. I don't know if it's originally supposed to be a 90-degree or it should be a little like this. Someone can give me feedback less than 90-degree. This works. But if I bend this at some point, it will come like this. So aggravated a 90-degree will be like that. But that is theory only, not practical life. And I can feel, without the case, I can feel a little rubbing here. And that is, I don't bother taking it apart, it's the lever comes up here. When it push the bolt all the way into battery, it's a little rough. A year ago again, did a little polish, so I have to glue it, see where it hit, try to polish it, but I can't remove too much material. It may not close the bolt all the way. I don't know, I will know if it doesn't. So, that's, I can see my friends get a little bored, so we have to play cards again, and maybe tomorrow or something I'll, you know, start over again. Bye bye for now. Shuffle cards. Ha, I have a break. Alt, case, it writes approximately here, snaps over. What happens then is, we may look at it from this angle, and on paper it will come like this, and there is a little from top, a little straight edge and leading edge from here. It's only, I think, on top here that put pressure on the rim. It's not down here. This is to guide it into place, and of course it holds it. It's you know, here it has full contact. Maybe it's full contact all the time also. Probably not, I don't know. But I'm a little afraid to do all this rounding. I will round here first. This sharp edge, and here do nothing down here. I will glue it and stone it and put it back in the gun again. So it's better to go easy. My habit is to get greedy, and my finger is greasy, so everything I touch my hands, you know, take it with me. But I'll try to be moderate. Okay, that's everything, and now I have to play cards. Cool. I have stoned the extractor a little bit. I'm not finished because of the card playing things. I have good friends, they'll wait for me. But here I told you it was rubbing, the latch was rubbing inside the bolt. I have blued the bolt and the latch, and now, oh, my match. A match is here. It falls out, but okay. We can put it in again. Maybe it's lubed because I can't feel any rubbing, but I don't think so. I think it is the extractor. When it has snapped over the rim, it goes into this groove or wedged groove, and then it's pushed outwards. It must be there. I can feel the restriction. Barrel approximately like this, and it comes the groove. Here's the groove in the receiver, here's the groove in the barrel. The extractor is kind of pushed up here a little bit. That's the rubbing. I have to stone it a little, but probably the problem is here. But I told you that the latch will close the bolt all the way to battery. guess not, it doesn't, because I can push it a little bit back and forth. So the locking block is the one that push it all the way into battery. Anyways, I will put the locking block in just like this, just locking block here, and see if I can do like this, back and forth. And if, I hope it's supposed to be like that. So we have to do some important things and set this aside a little bit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, look like this when it's in battery. If you zoom here, this is what it looks like in battery approximately. This surface is riding in that groove. So we'll put the block in and see what happens. Block inside, the latch all the way up. We can move the bolt back and forth. Guess what happens if the latch is going to stop the bolt from going back and forth? It will press it down. The block will do the work inside the slot. When the recoil forces come, press it back, but look, it is loose. But know what? What happens if I shuffle a case in here, close the latch and do like this? Will it move? No, it won't. Could I delete the part I had before? Yes. Will not be fair. Everything will go in the movie. Right, wrong, corrected, whatever. This is my blog on film. We have stoned it, we have blued it, we have stoned it and stoned it, smoothed it, a little rounded, and so this edges here is flat. It was a little lump up here. So I've done as much work as I think I'm capable of right now. This slot has no grooves, neither do here. But you can see here, my friend saw it, it's a little high spot that comes up here. So the bolt is riding on this back here. So I will stone that away at a later point. And if you look inside here, there's a little ridge coming up. If this is the bolt, here is the lip. It comes a little bit out like this. Also on the other side. That, if that is machined, supposed to be machined like that, then you have to have tight tolerances on your spec. So it's probably going to be like that. That one I also will do at a later point if I feel for it, but it's definitely not nothing that you need to do. Okay, we put the parts in and see what happens. I have only one friend left, but he's a good friend. He's the cameraman. Because, you know, 12:30 in the night, and I have a wife, she's patient. We're going to play cards, don't be afraid. The rubbing here is a little bit, but almost gone. That is because we stoned this surface. Do I remember what the... does it look like this? I don't know. It's honed here, very fine stone. It was a little high spots here, so this is those are stone. But this one definitely deserved to be taken, and that means pulling the barrel. I have to make myself some equipment for that. Maybe something flat here, and I have a barrel vise. Make the buzzing. Off we go. Jesus. But okay, it's good, and I have not cheated. I have not tried before. Camera. Is there a snapping type of thing? Hey, much better. Much better. There is spring force, so the spring force needs to be there if the springs is going to snap over. But the violent click, but the wild feeling is gone. It's a mushroom feeling. And mushrooms feeling. Oh, it just, I can't feel it. We are playing cards. Yippee! I am the luckiest man. Whatever I do, I get lucky. I have to start betting on the internet, I think. Ha! Jesus Christ. My wife left me. Facebook is more interesting. I agree. But she will be back. Okay, I said everything was okay. It is okay, but it also sometimes is not okay. Not as violently, but sometimes things happen. I can feel it. My friend helped me out a little bit here. This one is gone. This one is gone. So we can look inside. Okay, let me try to do like this. I have to lift it a little bit with my fingers and like this maybe. Okay, here it comes. It is smooth. The extractor is not over. It's not over. If we look, we can look inside. That's a good thing. Can you, maybe is it possible with some light also? Okay, look. It's not inside the groove, so the lip in the bolt comes, snaps over. And there is a little metal shavings from the case down here. But no, let's see if I do like this. Put the case in, come like this, on the way over, down here again, inside here.
Oh, can't see.
Can't see, but inside there it snaps. Do you know? I think. May not be right. The bolt we talked about. These two high spots. If I round it just a little bit, straight angle round, if the case, the rim will be guided more easily into the bolt. The bolt is here, extractor comes up here, the case, and that is in front of these two lips, snaps back. If it's a ridge here, it won't be that easy to come into the groove where you're supposed to live before we blow you away. Okay, we'll see. Everybody left me. It's only my wife. She runs the camera. Strange enough, she always stands by my side. I don't know, you have to ask her. It's a question I don't understand really. But I think my project, it has tipped over the edge. And I know about it. And that is not a good thing, or is it a good thing? I don't want to think about that. But we can see what I have done recently. The bolt, I have stolen away the ridge on the inside, both places. I have beveled the edges on the outside. I have stolen it here flat so it will be smooth. And the first thing to remove the burrs was I took this one. It is approximately the size of the rim, and it fits nicely in here. And I rounded it. Then I used this stone, rounded. I use this stone, the fine stone. Oh, and unbelievable, this fits inside here, but a year ago I did this, so it's good. I hope I don't put this one in here. We will try to, I haven't done this, so maybe oh, it's on the wrong side, you see, so we have to take it apart again and find the big groove, big slot, press it down into the slot, moves easily. Now we are taking, I will ruin my stones for sure. We are taking this one, injector, in here. Oh, this is going to fit inside here. It's supposed to fit in there like this. Okay. Now is the moment of truth. I know it's not easy to see. Let's see, I have to get it started. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. I'm not going to have that man. I don't deserve that. Like this. Oh no, it's just right in front. But it snaps so easily over that it's actually scary. I need to use my carrier like that. You know, it's the end of the story. I will get the Gunsmith Award or the Darwin Award. If you haven't heard about the Darwin Award, make a search. I will think it will be, you know, the Darwin Award, because this is turning into something real sick. But you know, I have so much fun. I like things like this. Ruin or not ruin. I'm a very happy man. And when we talk about awards, my old lady told me if I go up with her to bed and sleep, I will get an award right now. I don't have to wait. So you won't see me more tonight. And I don't want to tell you what happened, you know, but I'll see you tomorrow or some other day. Bye bye. Have you had dried fish before?
That stinks like hell.
You think? I think it's tasty. Hang it out during the winter if you have winter, not only in Florida someplace, and in the spring eat it. Or you can cook it, or you can do all kinds of things. My little fellow here, he doesn't like. But okay, yesterday I was very satisfied with myself before and after, and I show you how easily the rim snapped over the case, you remember? But I had to do a little like this to get it under the rim, and that's natural because there was no carrier. But no, my friend, look here. It has never been as hard to close as here. But look at the rim. snaps over here, not here, so it's unbelievable smooth. But I fixed that. I created a new problem here, trying to feed it up under the extractor. I can see it kind of jam. And when I fix that, I have the problem here, never-ending loop. No, that one fixed. I have to go back, see what I did. I don't know, I haven't done that. Just mock it up and see if it functioned with the carrier, and it didn't. So we have to work again. Okay.
Dog is sneaking into the house.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Haven't done anything. Just to show you the feeling again. Here, it's on a little angle. Can you zoom on this one if you get enough light? Okay, it comes up in a little angle. Here is hard, very hard. It's kind of jammed in the angle between the extractor and the bolt body, the nose. And it's just much. When the extractor starts to open, it rolls easily. And then it snaps. So, if you do... Oh, in my coke, my case! Jesus Christ! Unbelievable!
Epic fail!
Unbelievable! Okay, I have to... Excuse me, I have to clean it a little bit. Glad this is not pure lead. It was not tasty. Dry fish is tastier than this.
Kids, don't do that.
No, don't do that at home. Ah, my screwdriver. I've ruined everything. And Coke? It's Coca-Cola. It's not coffee. Good, it's not coffee. Then I've cooked it. Okay, just a quick one. You will be so bored. Okay, I give each of you that can watch this video the full length $1. It won't be many. Okay. Oh, let's see what it may be. Okay. Comes up. Jams here. Why will it jam? It's this right here on the way up. Must be like this. It's the extractor, or here if I rolled it a little bit too much. We will investigate. See you soon. Here's the rubbing marks. I have looked at it through the magnifiers. I will try to stone it a little. Stoned, rounded, wheel blue, try. I told you it rolled a little bit while it tried to chamber it before it came under the extractor or on the way under the extractor. Okay, that was a problem I had way back in time. It rolled it, I stoned it, it pushed it easily up, and then I had the violent click here. Violent click gone. Let's see what happens now. If you can zoom. It is hard, but oh, didn't roll. That was not good. Another time. Doesn't roll it, push it up, but it snaps over, but it is not perfect. Too much force needed to operate the handle. Yabba dabba do. Look at me right now.
You look like Justin Bieber.
One finger only. Snaps over. Eject. No problem. Easy in, easy under, snaps over the rim here. If I can't see it, I don't know there is a case. And that make me satisfied without bending the spring. What happens if I bend the spring? Next question arises. Curious, will I bend the spring? Or will I not bend the spring? Did you zoom here so we could see what's going on? Can you zoom it and see everything clearly? Like here. End of the extractor session. Now what? What's done? Repeat it. Take away the sharp edges that came in like this on the bolt. Rounded it outwards. Rounded this leading edge. Case is pushed up here. This is a little rounded. Same procedure here as here. I hold the hell out of the extractor so it is rounded here, and I rounded this corner a little bit. I stoned for half an hour the last time and went like that. Okay, it's definitive, and you will never hear anything about an extractor again from my mouth.
No. Gunsmith is tired.
Yeah, the gunsmith is tired. Playing cards again. No guns.
No guns. No more.
Fixing.
See this bolt? I've done all the work and it came out so smooth. The ejector, it worked wonderful. Feeding, ejecting, everything. No, the bolt is ruined.
Because
you can see, cracked. Why is it cracked? You have to go to the trigger chapter to find out. But no, bye-bye for bolt. I have to start all over again with a new one. And maybe a new extractor. Yeah, you can laugh. Because if I send it in to get a replacement, they send me a new ejector if I can't talk them into just sending me a bolt. Okay, that's everything for now, friends.